tribal.
Final tribal council for my third time.
Oopsies.
Okay, welcome Final 2, and please welcome in the members of our jury.
Hello, jury. Good.
Sorry.
I mean, poor baby.
Welcome Final 2. Congratulations, you have made it this far into the game. But now, tonight, the power will shift over to the jury. 9 people, they're not all here, but whatever. 9 people that you had a hand in voting out. So, we will see what will happen. Here's how it will Here's how this will work. Each of you will go up one at a time, and then you get to ask each Final 2 member 2 questions if you want to. And yeah, just don't. Alright, for the jury members, don't talk while one person is going, and for the Final 2, just if they're asking the question to one specific person, don't interrupt the other person. Just talk when spoken to, pretty much. Alright.
I do think you played a good aspect of gameplay all the way around, but I do want to ask you this. Do you think your success was mainly driven by a bunch of advantages and idols being hidden, or do you think it was because of your social, strategic, and physical game?
I'm gonna say now, if it wasn't for those idols, we wouldn't be here. But at the same time, if it wasn't for the 3 immunity wins that I got at the end, we wouldn't be here either. The idols did have a major hand, but I don't think they were the main reason. The whole reason, at least.
Alright, good answer. Ray. So, I think I'm not the only person when I think this. A lot of people think that at some parts in the game, you did kind of give Natronics stuff, or you were the one helping Natronics rather than helping yourself, as examples from the Final 3 PvP challenge and other things as well. Do you think there's anything you could say to the jury to make us change our minds?
I'm gonna say it right now, but I'm saying my P2 to kind of ignore detail. I used him as my shield, and I can swear my life right now, I made those moves, and you guys credited him for it. I can swear my life. Those moves that you guys did that was my strategy to make you guys think that he was a big person. I want to make this a point. No, who was the target between me and him? Him, never me.
But do you think you kept that shield too long, as he now looks like he's played a better game than yourself? Because
he may look like a better game.
Like in the Final 3, it seems like you teamed with him, and then you lost in the Final 3 PvP.
Because I honestly do think.
Well, hold on, let me continue finishing. Sorry. Because usually, I mean, at least from what I see in the Survivor aspect, shields are in the game to be taken out later in the game, just so to protect people, so they can get later into the game. But it seems like instead of just taking him out, you brought him to the end, or try to help him to get to the end instead. Do you think that contradicts your statement for saying he was still a shield to you? As in the Final PvP challenge, it was obvious I was getting teamed on.
And the reason why is because I do think that even though you do say you didn't have the best game, I do think you would have had more votes at least guaranteed towards you. At least from my perspective, and the reason why is because I thought that if I was staffed by him, I may have a good chance, and I know that you guys may think that, but I'm gonna get in my plea with that. I can tell you guys right now, I have fought my ass off to get here, and I can promise you right now, I've made so many moves that I've not gone credited for. And I didn't want to get credit for it in the very beginning. That was my strategy. I don't want to be the target. I wanted him to be the target. That's why I kept him so long, so that he would be targeted, not me.
Alright, and my last question go to Natronics. Do you agree or disagree with anything Ray just said?
Girl, I'm gonna say, not everything, but for Rig making me his quote-unquote meat shield, maybe I was the target, but at the same time, I'll explain in more detail. For Minnie's thing, I had a strategy for that too. Your PvP thing, for the PvP thing alone, yes, I was gonna jump you at the same time as him, but I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to let Rig do his thing and let Rig die if he dies, and that's on him. And the thing is, even though he was giving me the coordinates, I didn't touch you that whole time, and I didn't even bother.
No, I was just saying, I don't even care about that. I mean, you owned up to the start, and I respect that you were going to do that. And I respect that. I mean, it's a Minecraft game, but the question is just mainly, do you agree? Do you agree or disagree with anything Rig said?
Well, I'm going to have to agree to disagree. or disagree.
Alright. Well, I hope my questions got you guys on your toes, and the next jury can go.
Thank you.
Okay, toxic.
What? Oh yeah, wait. I forgot.
I will cook both of you alive, but I'm gonna do that today. Rig. So Rig, out of Natronics and Lucas, how can I put this? Between Lucas and Natronics, who would you have taken to the final two, and why? Based on the whole game and how everything went.
Honestly, I was really debating taking out Natronics if I would have won. The reasons why, I think that I could have maybe beat Dog in the end, but I would have most likely gone out Natronics, because I know he was my shield, and it's the last time, and it was time to get rid of my shield. And Lucas, the reason why I did come after you first is because I'd rather get you out at least knowing that, but the thing about it, you didn't have good stuff, and I was hoping that I would get some type of stuff from you if you've been Ender Pearls, apples, etc. I was hoping I would get some type of stuff from you.
I had iron armor. You guys had diamond armor. What are you talking about?
I wanted to try to get like other stuff like Ender Pearls and apples, etc. That's what I was hoping to get from you, but you didn't have any after I killed you.
As Lucas explained, though, in the previous question, that you ultimately wanted to gang up on Lucas shouting out coordinates, but then you just said you would have gotten rid of the Tronics if you would have won, so why not take the chance to team up with... don't interrupt me. Why not take the chance to team up with Lucas and triumph over Natronics, sending him home if one of y'all would have won?
Honestly, because Lucas and me never had that big of a trust. I mean, last vote, whenever we were doing it, he did say that he wouldn't vote for me and he would vote for you, and then look where it turned out. I didn't know if I was going to trust him, and then all of a sudden he was going to kill me and take my loot. That's what he could have done. I had diamond armor. He could have done shit. Hell, he almost killed me that whenever in the mountain. I was on like 4 hearts whenever he almost killed me. Honestly, I just didn't trust him fully as much because, like I said before, he told me he was going to keep me in Final Four and vote you, but look where it happened. I didn't see a lot of trust in him for this final one.
Okay. Okay, so question is my question for Natronics. Same question goes to Unitronics, however, knowing that you took Rig, he is out of that question. So, out of everyone in jury, who would have you taken to the final two based on the circumstances?
So not him, but them?
Yes, including me.
Including you?
Yes.
Which
one of these flops who you took to the final two?
I would say JP, because this game is about... And not only because a lot of people find you annoying, JP. Even though you were annoying, you did win against me in the bitter juror. But I think this time it could have switched, because instead of last time, this time I played a better game and I was here to win. And the thing is, I would have taken JP because he didn't really make any bold moves that stood out. He keeps claiming that he was the one who initiated the thing to get Lady out. I don't know, someone out.
Not Lady, Killer.
Killer, yeah, you got Killer out, and you're the one claiming it, but then you have Scout out here saying, no, he did that.
And my last question is for both of y'all. How do you think the game would have gone if y'all were not the duo that you are now? How do you think things would have went? I
do think that I would have... I do think that I would not have been a target maybe that early on, but I think for a fact that people would have came after me People would have came after me if there was no Natronics here. I think I would have been the next one, and I think that if we were not a duo, I think that people would have targeted me, but I do think he would have gone home way before if I would have gone home. And I know for a fact I would have fought to get here, regardless, if he wasn't here.
Okay. And Natronics, your answer?
I'm not gonna lie, Rig was right on that one, because honestly, the only reassurance I had was Rig, Scream, and Corbin. Corbin was on the other tribe before, and basically Rig was like, at the beginning I already said I kind of wasn't here to play, I was just kind of here for Zuda. He was like, oh, vote this person, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I'll get on the world vote and then leave. So
okay, those are my questions. JP, you now have the floor. I will burn y'all later though.
Okay, so
who told you that you was the host?
Unlike
But
Toxic,
yeah,
I'm not
JP
gonna
is your
burn
turn.
y'all, don't worry.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's my turn because I got out.
Oh, wait, is it Jared's turn?
yeah,
Oh my god.
it's just...
Yes, my Josh.
Hello, you fucking idiots. I don't fucking miss y'all. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Congrats, you two. Natronics, I do want to ask you this question. Oh, whose echo is that shit?
Here's.
So you said, in like when Lucas was talking about his first question, you said something about like if we didn't do this and we didn't do that, why didn't you say I did this for Rick or Rick did like I did this for Rick or I got Rick here or something like that? It's always like
The main reason why I said we was because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, we were the duo, we teamed from the beginning. The thing is, the eyes, they can come later. But for now, I was saying we, but the thing is, a lot of the times it was always Rick coming. Sometimes we really wanted the same people out. And that's why the people that got out. Because we were like, we want this person out, and it just happened because we had the idols. I want immunity sometimes, and that's it. So,
all right. Really... So this next question goes for both of you. I want you guys to tell me the two biggest moves you both did, and I want Rick to start first, and then you, Natronics.
The two biggest moves I did do. First one is getting out Wiz. Love you, Wiz, but let me explain why. I made sure Natronics was going to vote for Wiz. I had my sole vote. I told him. He had no choice but to do it. If he were to flip on me or somehow, or flip another way and tie the vote and Nick go to Rocks, he would either get rocked out, or if I got rocked out, use my sole vote advantage, he would go home. I made sure he did what I wanted that tribal. And what happened? He did, or else he would have gone home. But with the JP thing, I did use an idol, and I took a risk. I had another immunity idol. I could have gone home with an idol in my pocket, but I took a really big risk, and I made a really big move by getting out JP and using the idol correctly. I could have wasted 2 idols and used it both on me and him, but I wanted to make sure I had that idol for the future. Those were my two biggest moves, for getting out JP and getting out Wiz.
Alright.
Thank you.
What about you, Natronics?
Okay. So it's kind of obvious what one of my biggest moves was. And Rick's probably going to go on and say, it was his idea. It was his move. But the Minnie situation, Minnie probably was going to ask that. I don't know if Minnie was, but let me explain it now. So, that was the funnest tribal the most fun and chaotic tribal I have ever had in playing these survivors. So after we got back, I was like, you know what? He has the advantage. Even if I played or he plays it, we're not going home. So I go to JP. I start going on a huge circle of lies saying, oh, he's going to go home. Because I wanted to see, what if I could get, y'all to, like, vote each other, not us to waste the soul vote before Final 7 or whatever. Obviously, it all came back down to me. Minnie figured it out because Minnie's smart or whatever. But even if, before that happened, I didn't fully trust Rick to use the soul vote on Minnie. Because I told Rick, use it on JP. Sorry, JP, you were so annoying. Dog, because he's good at parkour. Or Minnie. And the last resort was you, Jared, to use it on you. But he was like, well, I don't want to get out Minnie. Minnie's like my bestie. Oh my gosh. And I was like, okay, give me the advantage. I was like, I'll get tribal Minnie. We did have the idols, but I feel like Minnie had influence on a lot of people, and a lot of people would have followed Minnie, in my opinion. Because I think Minnie could have taken this game home pretty easily. And I'm not going to lie. That's why I had to get Minnie out then and there. And to reassure that, I made him give me the idol, and I did that play. I knew it could have caused a huge target on my back, but guess where it ended up me? It ended up you fighting him, yelling at him, making all this commotion for Rick, and people getting mad at him. Because he didn't own up to a play because he was too scared to get Minnie out and think, oh, I don't want to hurt my friendship. It's a video game, and it's a survivor of Minecraft. The second biggest move I would say that I did was Dog. So, funny thing, when it was, I think we just got JP out, we just got Minnie, a new idol was hidden. One of the things y'all didn't know, but y'all still believe, hopefully you don't believe after this, I faked finding an idol in front of Dog. So here's the thing. I found a gray shulker box at the beginning, the first ever time I got into the world. I took it and said, you know what, I could use this for later. I also had a fake idol. I was going to hide myself. Never got to it, unfortunately. But basically, I placed a shulker box, broke it before Dog could, for Dog to see me, and Dog believed it, and everyone believed it here. And that basically gave me time to find the idol, and I did find the idol. That was a revelation idol I played on Rig the night he was going to go home, and that was when you went home, actually. So that was the second biggest move probably I did.
Damn, who's fucking Android phone is fucking up over there?
Leave me alone, bitch.
Anyway, well, I think you guys kind of answered my question. Well, congrats, you two. Good job and good luck. Guess I'm done here.
Alright, JP, you up?
Okay, hello. Oh my god, I gotta run back. Oh my god, I gotta
You
run back
have
to my
the
TV
floor.
because I was watching Big Brother. Anyways, real
My
quickly,
bitch.
so my first question goes to Rig, and this is just my opinion, so you can prove me wrong. But Rig, what did you do this season other than doing what Natronics said? Because it feels like all you did was just follow Natronics and played Natronics' game. So what did you do this season?
I made many moves, and actually, it's the opposite way around. I know I want to perceive it as that, but I say it all my plea. Do you want me to say my whole entire plea right now about what I did? I never once followed him whenever decision. Every single time we fought about what we want to do that tribal, if we were on ever agreement, who came out on top? Me. For example, whenever we were in Final 6, and he wanted to say, oh no, we should use the world idol so the merge idol won't be re-hidden again, someone can find it. I said, no, Natronics, let's use the merge idol and we can try to re-find it again. He's like, that's a really big risk, and I was like, okay, well, let it be a risk. We can find that shit again. Let it be a risk. And you know what happened at the very end of it? He came out using the merge idol on me. I'm telling you, I never once followed him, and I will get more into that in the plea whenever I plea about this. I never once followed him, nor did what he ever said. He even admitted in the very beginning, he still did what I said. He needed me in this game. I didn't need him. He needed me more than I needed him. I never once followed what he said. I did what I wanted, and I had the power to do it. I had idols. I had advantages. I had my own stuff, and I talked to multiple people. I had social aspects that he couldn't even have with some people. I fought my ass off since day fucking one to get here. And I'm not gonna let this type of shit do this, because I've been fucking wanting to do this for so fucking long. I've been wanting to win this for so fucking long, and I fought my ass off since day one, dedicated, finding idols and shit. I would not fucking find idols and do all this type of shit and be this dedicated just to fucking follow someone. I fought here since day fucking one, finding idols, finding advantages to make sure that I would get to this point.
Oh,
never once did I ever.
Wow, you ate that. Okay. So Natronics, let's say Rig got out at the point where, what do you call it? Eat 'em Up got out, like first year. Like, what would you have done?
Yes, I would have actually, and let me explain it here. Can I rebuttal this after or no? Is it done?
Yeah, you can.
Can I do that first actually so I don't forget?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Rig, it takes two to tango, and you know what? You couldn't have been in this game without me. Even though you did have alliances with Minnie and Jer, you said it yourself. They came to you. If that is true, and they did come to you saying they want to team with you, they would have gotten you out so quick. Even though you had those idols you could have played on yourself, once you ran out, you're done. It would have went fast. 1, 2, 3, all idols gone, you're out. You couldn't have done this game without me, and that's a fact, and you know it. You even said it yourself. Maybe I couldn't have done it without you, but if you did take the route with those two, you wouldn't have lasted as long in this game as I did.
I know I would never last.
Okay, no, let me talk. Anyways, also with the idol situation, we were fighting with both of the idols. I thought about it, and you know what? That's how I knew to get Toxic out and not to trust him when he told me I'm voting dog and you have my word, because the Revelation idol, guess what it does? It reveals all the votes who voted for that person. Toxic, you voted for Rig, and I found that out by using the Revelation idol. So I knew if I used the Revelation idol, oh, boom, now I know to vote him out and use the final two. And that's exactly how I got Toxic out, and I brought you here. So, for that whole idol chit-chat, it takes two to make whatever we did. If Rig got out of the game, he was not my only alliance. Even though Toxic, at one point I couldn't trust him, he probably would have tried to get me out. I had Corbin, and Corbin did have an idol. Corbin followed my every move except for one tribal. Every time I told Corbin to do something, he did it. He had an idol. I could have had Corbin play the idol on me, and I could have won immunities. I did win the final 3 immunities. Maybe I couldn't have won the past immunities, but then I would have gone out, but that's fine. Because I knew maybe Minnie, maybe Jer could have needed some help getting Dog, because I know they saw Dog as a threat more than anyone else here. Because Dog is the best one here at parkour, and he could have whooped us real good if there's any parkour. And I don't know if they wanted to take the chance to lose to him in the parkour or not. But there was parkour in that Final Four challenge, and honey, it was not easy. Luckily, I did pull through, but it was not an easy thing to do.
Quote was not gonna
Mini,
use idol. He even
sorry,
said he's not
Mini,
trusting.
you're up. Mini, you're up.
That
Sure.
was like late in the game.
That was whenever he was gonna use the idol. But, okay, sorry.
Hey guys,
Hey.
it's been a while. Okay, I just want to say this just because I am a bit disappointed in the two of you for this. I definitely expected your games in the past because I feel like you played individually. This time, I do feel like the both of you played a little bit too hard from my perspective. As of right now, it could change. Too hard as a duo and did too much for each other. To a point where I think you both kind of forgot to do things on your own for certain points. I definitely think you guys did certain things here and there on your own, but I don't know, just duos can make it to the end, but only one really wins, and I think that's really hitting the both of you right now. So let's get to the questions. Neutronics this. It'll both basically be the same question.
Oh.
Okay, so this is who Rig apparently said he was the reason these people got out, and I want to see if you agree with these, or you think it was because of someone else or yourself. Do you agree that he took out Mercy / Wizard?
Yeah, the Solvo. He was right about that.
JP.
Hello.
It went both ways, but I was one who really wanted
Girl.
JP, and everyone else can probably vouch for me. I wanted JP gone.
Okay, now Rig. Do you agree that Neutronics is the whole reason, you know, Lucas is gone in the PvP immunity, basically?
No, I'm the reason he went home. I was the one who killed him. And wait, say the question again. I'm a little confused. Say it again. I'm sorry. I'm just
Basically, do you agree that Neutronics is the one who sent Lucas home? Besides the fact he obviously, like, you know, won and sent him home, but
yeah.
basically killing him and, like, just setting him up in the immunity. Or do you think Neutronics was the reason for that, or do you think you were?
I was the reason for killing him. He didn't have any play in at least killing him. Obviously, you saw he even tried to come and help. It was my own doing that got rid of him in that challenge, so he could not take any ownership of that.
Okay. And down to the person standing right now, Neutronics. Do you agree that you were the one that sent home me?
Yes. I may have not have found the advantage, but I believe if it wasn't for my, I would have sent you.
Rick, do you agree?
Shut up.
No, on that tribal, I would be willingly to do it. No offense to you, Minnie. I would be willing you. I did not come in this season, like I said, just to be like all friends and be like, I don't want to vote them out. I can't vote them out. You see me right here. I'm not here to fucking play a shitty ass game and just be a pussy about this. You see that right here. Why I don't get why he would say that, because it makes zero sense on why I'm playing right now about this too. I fucking would have done anything to win a lot of this game. But I would have I would have gotten you out regardless about that. But I gave him that as a sign of trust, and so that I wouldn't get much backlash. It was never just his decision. And what the whole entire decided with that was not him. Don't try to act like that was all of you saying that, oh, let's get out Minnie this and this person. I said, yeah, Minnie's probably the threat, and I was the one who made the backup plans for that. Don't you dare try to start saying that type of shit. I was the one who made the backup plans for, yeah, if she has that, then we can vote for Dog. If Dog has someone as an idol, and JP has an idol, if all three of them have an idol somehow, the last resort could be Jair. I made the plan for the backup. I always planned ahead. That's one thing I've done this game. I planned ahead, and that's something that he didn't do. He didn't even have a freaking speech yet. I was the one who planned ahead every single move to make sure that I could be in a good position after that happened. Did he? No. He was still the target after every single decision. He was still the target after the moves. Who wasn't the target after some moves? Me.
Rig, are there any moves throughout this entire game that you have done that you want to be recognized now that not many people recognize?
I want to be recognized for your move getting you out, because it makes me so mad to the point where I literally went to go cry to you because I'm so pissed off with this because I've been so dedicated to it, and then people want to deceive every single thing that I've fucking done in this game. I fought my ass off since fucking day one to fucking get here, and it sucks getting so discredited for half the shit you fucking did. Fuck off, Quiz. It just fucking sucks getting off of here. It just sucks getting every single discredit. People telling that you're gonna lose to this person after I've been trying to fucking fight my ass to get here, and it sucks whenever people start saying this type of shit. And to your move, I fucking made that move. It wasn't just him, it was me. And I hate people don't give me any credit for half this shit. And I'm crying over this because of how fucking dedicated I am to this, how badly I want to win this.
Thank you. I wish you both the best of luck. I'm sad a villain is not in either of these chairs to represent us. The villainous arc this season.
Okay, and finally, who is
okay. Finally. Okay, firstly, I would like to say this is definitely a surprising final two, but a part of my elimination. But my first question is for Netronics. Netronics, starting from every single person from Fury, after every single person's elimination, how did it benefit your game, and how, or whatever?
The way it benefited my game was because every single of those people that got out, except for you, wanted me out. A lot of people I know wanted me out, and I know my name has been thrown around every single tribal. Not one tribal my name was not thrown around unless except the beginning. That helped me advance because it started knocking out people who wanted me out one by one, and then in order to remain that way, we obviously, me and Rig, but me mainly, I found an idol. I want immunities. I played my idol right, and that's how it helped me advance. And that's
the idol that you used was not right because I only.
Alright, just talking.
Rig, can you also elaborate on each player's elimination and how after one at a time of who, after all of them.
Who got out after you?
I don't know. I didn't keep track.
No.
I think it was Abe. That was a majority. Everyone wanted to vote for Abe.
Okay, next question. Rig, you say that you're a very strategical player, this and that, but can you mention a lot of times that you used your strategic whatever to benefit you in the game? And I wasn't prepared for this.
Okay. My decision that really did help was, first thing of all, I won't live through my thing about this, but the thing that I really did proceed strategically was keeping Electronics in the game as my shield, as you guys already know that. That was one strategic thing that I wanted to do this whole entire game, with the strategic, at least.
Okay, this is all I have. I was not prepared at all. Okay.
We could tell. Well, thank you, jury members.
You made me wait an hour.
But thank you, jury members, for asking the questions. Now, quickly, we will let these two give the final pleas. You will be going out. Yeah, you will be going how you outwitted the game, how you outlasted, and then how you outplayed, whatever. Just your final pleas. Whoever wants to go, you could go.
As I said before, I feel like I played more of a loyal game than a following game. I feel like I played my own game, and I played by what I wanted and my own rules in this game. Because at some points, I did really think, I think I tricked Rig into thinking that he made his own strategical moves when I had plans of my own in the background. Because for that idol thing, that whole idol thing with him being like, no, give me the idol, and I was like, no, give me the idol. He didn't even trust me that I would give him the idol. But you know what? I took a chance, I gave him the idol, and then I played the one that I wanted to play in the end. He wanted it too, but in the back of my head, in the end, I feel like Rig may have played the brains, a lot of the brains, but I feel like I had some brains in there too, and I played a big bronze, because winning those challenges obviously helped me get this far, or I would have been out. If it wasn't for those in the idol, I'd keep it short and simple and cute.
Okay. With my plea is, I'm gonna try to make it short as I can, but I want to share this right now. I think I had, socially at least, I'm gonna go by that approach. I think I had one of the biggest influence on this game, especially in pre-merge. People in my hero tribe can even vouch for this. I had the biggest influence on my hero tribe in the pre-merge. Anyone here can ask. Tar and Edom, they were people who, Tar, Edom, Netronics, and Jair. Jair, you kind of talked to me a lot too in there. You guys would always come to me and be like, who should we vote? And even Tar and Edom were even saying, oh, maybe we should vote out Netronics, or maybe we should vote out Jair. I think they're final too. But you know what I said? I sat back and I said, yeah, I think they are. I never was a target in my hero tribe. I decided who went home. They were saying, let's get Netronics tonight. But I said, no, you guys. No, I feel like Netronics maybe help us later in the challenges. Like I said before, I brought in facts to help me get further this game and help people that I knew that would be helping me. Well, not helping me, but would be better for my case scenario in the future. I had good allies that I made on the hero tribe, so I wouldn't be targeted. I talked to Tar, I talked to Edom, I talked to Netronics, I talked to Jair. You four, I talked to so much that you guys, I don't think I ever would have been a target. if we went to tribal, even the final 4 people, if it was us 4 or final 5 with us, final 5 with us, I think I would not have been the target. That's how good of a thing I did play with that. Everyone came to me whenever we lost tribal, whenever we lost immunities in the Hero Tribe too. Everyone always came to me first, asking, who should vote out Rick, who should vote like that? And you know what I said? I said, oh, maybe we should vote out this person, maybe we should vote out this person. Even if they said, oh no, maybe we should vote out this person, I'm like, no, I think this one would be better. I had a biggest influence on my tribe. Like I said before, going to list. Mercy. I remember I had the vote to get out Mercy because he knew the 2 of us would vote together, and I had to push Latronics to do what I wanted that tribal. And I told Minnie and Jair, here's what Minnie and Jair, I told them my solo advantage. The reasons why, I wanted to gain trust, at least that they would never be target. Because I knew that both of you guys had a pretty big influence on this game. And I knew that if I was good with you guys, and I even told you about my advantage and my idol, you guys may be like, oh yeah, Rig trusts us, he told about advantage, we shouldn't vote for him. He told us, we trust him. That's what I'm trying to say, with that at least. And I made sure that I had to back it up. Okay, strategically, I wanted to bring the Tronics into this game, like I said before, as a shield. And I'm going to go way more into this. When people thought of the bigger threat, they thought of who? The Tronics. I did not want to be seen as this player who was making all these moves behind it. I wanted people to deceive me and think that it was only Neutronics making these moves. I want people to be like, oh, we're talking that move, we're talking that move. At the very end, like right now, I want to tell you guys right now, I made so many moves. I made so many moves. Please, like, I'm just trying to understand that. I'll tell you guys right now. And thinking about it for a second, anytime he wasn't immune, who was the target, me or him? Him. Even whenever I wasn't, and keep this in mind, I was only immune one time this whole entire game. That was an immunity idol. But would I ever targeted? No, I was never the target. Oh, I was targeted in Final 4, but I never had enough votes to go home. Why? Because I had a good social game, I feel like, and I had a lot of shit to back me up. And I had the drive to make it this far in this game. I didn't float. I made influence over this game. Ask me, never mind, I'm not that part, but there's been multiple times that me and him fought over shit, and I still won that battle. I came out doing what I wanted to do, not what he wanted to do. Since day one, I knew people would think of me and not as think of a thing to say, Rig isn't that good of a player. Rig isn't that good of a player. He just falls people. I want people to think that. I wanted to see people and make sure that I was never the target, and that I decided on who went home every single tribal, and I did. And he would not have been here without me. Please, thank you.
Okay, well, now the moment that we've all been waiting for like an hour now. So, now we'll be voting. Each of you already know how this works. You'll go up one by one and vote. If you want to say something while you're voting, then you can. You could just sit in the party, unlike other times. And yeah, Lucas, you're up. I've tallied the votes for the last time. One of you two are about to win Season 10
Good
All
luck,
Stars.
Connor.
Okay.
I'm happy I made it here with you.
Tonight, you want to hear your name? I'll read the votes. First vote, Natronics.
That's a surprise.
Rig. Natronics.
Ooh.
Rig. That's 2 votes Natronics, 2 votes Rig. Natronics.
Oh.
Rig.
Well, looks like we got a winner.
That's 3 votes Natronics, 3 votes Rig.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Rig's gonna win.
Natronics.
Oh, come on.
Oh, looks like we got a
Rig.
winner. What?
Oh
No
my god, he's going to one last vote.
Rig,
Oh
hug
my
me.
god.
Shut up.
One
Listen.
final vote will determine the winner.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The winner of Minecraft Survivor Bhutan All-Stars and the Sandra Diaz Twine, Rig.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Rig, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
winning the season by a vote of 5 to 4.
Don't cry, bitch.
I'm fucking crying because I didn't think. Oh my
Congrats.
Congrats.
Doesn't Rig become the first
Yes,
ever
Yup.
you
two-time
just said
winner?
that.
Double winner.
No, man.
Rig is the first two-time winner in
Thank
Survivor
you.
history.
It is. Here's the thing, Rig. I was not voting for you at all, but you definitely redeemed yourself. So
Thank
I
you.
congratulate you.
You had a good
Oh
effort,
yeah,
Steve.
by the way, Tar
We
voted.
just lost my vote.
Dave voted for Natronics and Tar voted for
Ew.
Rig.
Wait, so who are the votes for me?
Everyone
Me.
else here basically except Toxic and
I
So
did.
Well,
I did.
congratulations, Rig.
Wait, May, did you vote for me? Well,
Scream was upset that he got voted out early.
wait, what did you say, Minnie?
Okay.
Scream.
I
That's
did
so
vote for
funny.
Rick, but here's why.
Of course, Scream is
Wait,
mad.
let Minnie talk.
I was
Can y'all let Minnie
still,
talk?
He
I
was
was still up in the
expendable.
air.
Like,
I was still up in the air when it came to the vote for you, but when it kind of came down, it's like I think it was
I
Natronics'
wasn't.
final speech. It just kind of rubbed me wrong because I don't know if you meant to say it like this, but it came off as you were kind of saying like Rick was the brains behind it.
okay, so as one season comes to an end, another one must begin. Next season, come back and stay tuned because this next season is gonna have all new players, all new twists, all new drama, all new challenges, and a whole lot of fun. It's Survivor.